RBT family, what is the deal? It's your dog Willie Jack, and we are back. We are back, baby. More NFL action. Week 3 football Sunday. Sunday Funday football pregame show is in full effect. Go ahead, sit down, tap on in with your dog, get real comfortable. Let's have a little fun this morning before we kick off into this week's slate of games. Let's go. So, like I said, I don't know about y'all. I'm 2-0 right now. You feel me? And it feels good. It feels good. Hopefully my dogs get it done today. And we turn this 2-0 into 3-0. Only thing better than 2-0 is 3-0. If y'all didn't know. For sure. But yeah, go ahead. Get real comfortable. Tap in with your dog. I see a couple of y'all that pulled up already. Go ahead. Drop some in my chat. Say what's up to your dog, man. And let's get it going. And then actually, matter of fact. Now, I know we don't usually do this here. All right? I know we don't. This is generally an NFL forward space here. But did any of y'all see that Baylor and Colorado game last night? Because if you did, man, that was a hell of a game. I won't lie, last night was my niece's birthday. I was at a birthday dinner all night trying to follow on my phone. But man, look, I missed a good one. I missed a good one live at least. Had to go back and catch all the highlights I could. Like I said, follow it on my phone. But man, hell of a game. I don't know what else we could say about. I mean, with Shedeur and Travis Hunter, honestly, I mean, man, it's crazy. You want to talk about two players that, man, make the biggest plays in the biggest moments when the lights are brightest, man. And those two are two of the best. Shedeur with the, matter of fact, while I'm talking about it, I pulled those stats for us. 340 passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, another rushing touchdown in the game. Travis Hunter, 130 yards receiving, no touchdowns in this one, but makes the game-winning goal line forced fumble tackle to seal the win in overtime for Colorado. That's crazy. That's crazy. Matter of fact, let me put it up here so I don't talk about it. But man, that's crazy. That's phenomenal. And so, spectacular player. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Especially, I mean, we're only college is a little deeper than the NFL season, but what? 4 weeks in, I think, to the college season. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, as early as it is still in the season, tons of more football to go. But I'm hard pressed to find a leader in the Heisman race ahead of Travis Hunter, man. I'm telling you, it feels like week over week, week after week, he's showing up, he's making plays, he's making the biggest of plays in the biggest of moments. And it'd be enough if he was doing it on one side of the ball, but he's doing it on both. Come on, man. Even on that goal line play, I'm wondering, you know what I'm saying? He's the top defensive player, number 1 corner. Why is he in the box? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's lying in the box like he's filling in for Shiloh. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not lined up out wide on one of Baylor's top receiving threats or whatever the case. Like, he's in the box and he's hunting. Like, that was a hell of a play. You know what I mean? Like, go back and watch that forced fumble, man. On the goal line, you got Travis Hunter. He's what, 6 foot? I don't know. Maybe he's 6'1". Still a wiry dude. What is he? I know he's put on some mass, a little bit of size on him this year, but he's still what, like a $180? Maybe 6'1", $180. You know what I'm saying? You got him in the box, and perfect run fit. You'd have thought he was in their safety room with Shiloh and them, on the linebacker room. That was an excellent run fit. Staying square to the line, not over pursuing, don't jump down in the trash. You know what I'm saying? He was reading keys. like he was reading keys. He shuffled, squared up, and delivers a blow on the football to a running back coming downhill trying to dive into the end zone from the 2-yard line. Man, that's a phenomenal play. That's a phenomenal play. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, okay, I see y'all tapped in. What's going on? What's going on? Mom's in the building. What's going on? No, I love you. Appreciate you. Cuzzo in the building. Big cousin. What's going on, man? D-Dot, hey, D-Dot know what time it is, man. You know what time it is, man. Come on, man. You know we in the building. You know the nation in the building, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Little sis in this thing as well. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But, man, I'm telling you, that Colorado game, man. Man, that Colorado game, that was a terrific game. I'm mad I didn't get to watch it live, but, man, that was a terrific-looking game from what I saw, man. But I'm telling you, that play by Travis Hunter, that was ultra impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a corner. And not in a disrespectful way. I'm not saying that. But man, ain't too many corners you can put in the box and tell them to run fit on a halfback dive in the B gap on the goal line. Stop playing, man. Hell no. Hell no. That was a phenomenal play. Will Johnson, corner from Michigan, he's probably the top pure corner in this draft. I don't know if he makes that play. And the thing about it is, that's not a knock on him because I don't expect him to make that play. There's not a corner anywhere that I expect on 3rd and 2 in overtime on the goal line to line up in the box and shuffle, square, and fit up a running back on a halfback dive in the B gap and put your helmet or put your shoulder on the ball and force a fumble at the goal. There's no corner in the world we asked that of. Nobody. Deion on the sideline. Never. Even physical corners. Richard Sherman, he'll come up, he'll hit. He'll put his nose in it. I ain't never seen him line up 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? He might as well have been lined up as a box strong safety. That's where he was. He was lined up as a box safety. No, not Richard Sherman. Antoine Winfield Sr. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking. Antoine Winfield Sr. was a real one. The Vikings, man, he ain't lined up in the box on goal line package. Who else? Bro, like that's a phenomenal play. That's a crazy ask of him. But man, we got to understand just how special of a play that was, man. That was terrific. Now, even now that I'm done singing his praises, you know what I mean, for Travis Hunter, going back to even the play that got them to overtime. So this is what separates Shedeur. Does he have the best arm in college football? No, he doesn't. I think it's adequate enough. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I see him deliver the ball accurately and deep down the field just as good or better than anyone else. But is it the strongest arm? It's not. I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be, but it's not. Is he the most athletic? No, does enough to get what's there at times, as we saw in that game last night in Carolina. But is he Cam Ward running the ball? No. Is he Carson Beck standing tall in the pocket, delivering the ball with, you know what I'm saying, with the same type of velocity? No, not quite. But I tell you what he does do, man. When the game is on the line, when the lights is brightest, unflappable. Unflappable. The third down play is what? I think it's 3rd and long anyway. There's 18 seconds left. Scrambles around, delivers a dart on 3rd down to number 14 for Colorado. And I know you feel terrible about it, bro. I mean, you got bailed out, but I know in that moment you felt this big, bro. You felt this big. I know you did in that moment. So I'm not here to pile on you, man, because shit, sometimes it be like that. That's the way the cookie crumbles, man. Shout out to my dog Miles. But man, the drop was with that Hail Mary. Well, essentially, whatever. That pass, what is it, 45-yard pass as well, literally bounces off his chest at the 2-yard line. That should have been a game-winning touchdown right there, or the game-tying touchdown right there. Bounces off his chest, literally. 45-yard dart. So now it's 4th down. There's 2 seconds left. It's raining. Rain started, rain had already started falling. And on the fourth down with 2 seconds left, we get blitz pressure from the right. Colorado's offensive line has been notoriously terrible. Boots out left. He's shuffling. He's less than 5 yards from the left sideline. He's shuffling, gets his shoulder around, whips it with pressure coming down on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he lets go of that pass and takes a shot. You know what I mean? The level of difficulty of the throw itself, top tier. The moment, as big as the moment was, fourth down, this is the game. Top tier. So the level of difficulty, where we are in the game, the moment, the pressure, all of that as high as it can be, and throws a dart, a dime. And shout out to number 10, man. Shout out to number 10 for folding in and making that catch, securing the catch, touchdown. Crazy. Come on, man. Crazy. Then we kicked the field goal. I ain't gonna lie. When I was following it on my phone, man, I was like, does he go? Do they go for 2? Do you go for the dub right now? Crazy momentum. You at the crib. You done fought back to get back in this game. Baylor was in pretty good control for a chunk of it. It was 24-10. You know what I mean? So like, man, do you go ahead and try to ice it right now? They kick the field goal. Okay, let's play OT. Let's play that game. And man, Travis Hunter was the play of the night. That was crazy. Cuzzo in the building, man. He said he knows what's going on. That was crazy. He said Norwood from Mizzou would have made it stop. But, hey, man, that's a tough ask, man. I hope you're right. Because, boy, Mizzou's another one trying to give your boy chest pains, man. We almost let Vandy get away. That Vandy game, man, Boston College already was a close call, man. And I feel like we're not, like, these are the games that I wanted to see us, like, win comfortably. Because we haven't even really gotten to the heart of the schedule, bro. Like, I want to see us beat, in Boston College, in fairness, they beat Florida State to start the season. Now, we've seen thus far in the season where Florida State's at as a team. But still, for Boston College, that's a huge win. So they were ranked when Mizzou played them. They were, like, ranked 23. I think they starting quarterback got hurt. The backup dude came in, but he was electric. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, showed why he's probably the backup. He was a little loose, had a key interception for sure. But still, man, I want to see us play and the penalties. We're not playing clean in Boston College and in that Vanderbilt game, man. I'm telling, man, they driving me nuts, man. I know we rank number 7 right now in the nation, but boy, hey, I'm telling you, they got to tighten up. They got to tighten up. Luther Burden still finding, you know what I'm saying, getting loose. Brady Cook, man, I don't want to bag on him, but I hope he doesn't. I hope at the end of the day, man, he doesn't end up holding us back, or maybe, you know what I mean? Like, man, I don't know. I think he's buoyed by some of that cast around him, I think. Like I said, man, I don't know. I think sometimes when it comes down to it, man, if we need him to kind of put the team on his back and make the play to make the difference in the game, man, to make that Shadur Sanders throw, I don't know, man. I don't necessarily think he got that in him, but man, we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, Mizzou, man, trying to give me chest pains. But yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into these Sunday matchups, man. But I'm telling you, man, that Colorado Buffalo team, man, nothing if not exciting. I tell you that. I don't know how many games they're gonna win, but they are must-see TV, man. I got to see as many of their games as I can because, like I said, win or lose, man, it's going to be exciting. I tell you that. We know one thing. It will be exciting and likely down to the wire in a lot of instances. But, man, great game, man. Great game. He said, my cousin said, let cook. Man, you think, man, look, hey. I don't know, man. I don't want him to cook. I'd rather let him pass out the drinks, man. I don't know if he need to cook. Let him pass out the drinks, cuzzo. Let him pass out the drinks, dog. Like if it's Thanksgiving, he can't make the macaroni, man. He can't make the macaroni. That's a big responsibility. He can't make the greens, dog. You know what I'm saying? He can make you know what I'm saying? He can do like the cornbread stuffing. You know what I mean? He can go get the cranberry sauce, pop the tops on them cans, you know what I'm saying? Shake them out, put them in ice box, get them cold, you know what I'm saying? He can show up with them two, you know what I'm saying, them 2 liters of cola. You know what I'm saying? He can bring the chips to the cookout. He can't work the grill though, dog. I don't want him on the grill, man. I don't think I want Brady Cook on the grill, man. He cool though. But man, hey man, I think about hot dogs. The only thing in his repertoire is hot dogs, man. He can't grill he can't smoke them ribs, man. That ain't what we need him for, man. Grab the ice, couple bags of chips, case of soda, and you good, Brady. You good. Pull up, dog. Get comfortable. No. Don't come over here. Sit down. I got the grill. We got Luther Burden got the grill, man. The running back, the new running back we got for Appalachian State, Noel, like him. I like him a lot. He looks good. He does, man. Especially when he like decisive, foot in the ground, get upfield, runs hard. I like him a lot. I do. Let me see, my dog Miles, man. They get everybody. No, they definitely do. I think he's talking about Colorado. Colorado definitely gets everybody's best shot. That's for sure. Sometimes your name is better than your game, man. And that could be said of Colorado when we look at the overall talent of the team. They talent at the top is damn good. Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter are 2 of the top 5 players in college football, if you're asking me. So they talent at the very top is phenomenal. But I don't know, man. Rest of those guys, some of those guys are players though. Jimmy Horn Jr. He makes some plays at times. LeJontay Wester, the guy who caught that touchdown in the to take him to overtime. You know what I'm saying? He's a solid player as well. But nah, man. For the rest of those guys, man, there's 2 guys at the top doing carrying the heavy load, man. And the rest of those guys got to keep up. And that's the problem sometimes. Sometimes the rest of the talent around those 2 just isn't enough to keep up. Especially, like I said, the offensive line, the defensive line. Sapp got to find a way to get that defensive line going. Now, in fairness to Sapp, in that defense, he's not even the coordinator, he's just the D-line coach, but still, in fairness to that defense and Sapp, they tightened up in the second half for sure. They tightened up in the second half. 1 touchdown allowed in the second half. And then also one of those touchdowns on the night was a return touchdown, the kickoff return. So, and you know what, Miles, dog? When Buddy was running that kickoff back, I'd have hit their ass with the prime. He should have hit their ass with the prime. The little prime high step. Imagine if he'd have hit prime's high step, returning a kick 101 yards, you know what I'm saying, in Colorado. Just look over at prime, put that hand back, you know what I'm saying, step on them boys. Man, that'd have been crazy. But nah, he ain't have it in him, man. Sometimes I say it's got to be in you, man. He ain't have it in him. Man. But they definitely get everybody's best shot for sure. What Miles say? It's only year 2. It takes 3 to 4 to get a program. And that's fair as well. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely fair. That's definitely a fair assessment. And especially when you starting from the bottom of the barrel. I was going to say Carolina. Colorado was definitely at the bottom of the college football barrel. I mean, they were in utter and complete disarray, man. It was a lot of it was some ugly football in Colorado. And they had a couple guys there. Christian Gonzalez, the first round corner from 2 years ago now. He ended up transferring to going to Oregon. Bald. Got drafted in the first round 2 years ago by the Patriots. Looked damn good as a rookie for 2-3 games. Then he got injured and missed the rest of that season. And so now he's back and healthy this season, thankfully. But nah, he's a player. You know what I'm saying? He's a player for sure. But now he was on Colorado before he transferred to Oregon. And I want to say they had another guy that was I want to say like a big name receiver a receiver that transferred. So they had a couple bright spots there, but man, it was an ugly team. Man. It was ugly football in Colorado. So now definitely Definitely gonna take more than 2 years. But here's the thing about it too, Miles, is that like I don't know going forward. I'm curious or anxious to see the type of talent that he can still bring in. You know what I'm saying? So they brought like they left tackle. He was a 5-star, top rated tackle. Seaton, number 77. So they still got some premium. They've got him there as far as premium talent. But Shadur is going to the league. You know what I'm saying? In 4 months? I'm wondering what they're gonna do, man. Because they need somebody special at that quarterback position. The way from what we've been seeing, I know they were talking to Julian Sayin, the 5-star quarterback, but I think he's committed to USC now. So I mean, I don't know, man. I'm curious to see what type of talent they bring in because, like, I would imagine there's guys that want to play with Shadur. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those type of recognizable names, especially in college football. You know what I'm saying? Or even like you hear there's a team that has Travis and Shadur and Shiloh's not the caliber of player that those two are, but he's still a very recognizable name. He's still attached to, you know what I'm saying? He's got that Dion. I mean, he's, you know what I'm saying, he's baby Dion as well. So like when those group of like kind of stars are gone, I want to see like what type of talent they're able to continue to bring in from there. Special teams took the win out the D. Man, it did, man. Special teams. I mean, it's its own phase of the game, but it does feel like it special teams is its own phase, but it's defense adjacent. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when a special teams big play happens against you on special teams, it does feel like, you know what I'm saying, a gut punch to the defense a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the special teams is the especially like the, you know, the kicking units. So the kickoff, punt team, you know what I'm saying? They defense adjacent. You know what I mean? And so it definitely does. It definitely does. Especially a punt return touchdown, dog. Ain't nothing worse than thinking you a defense that just got off the field, kick it to them, man. Offense go do y'all thing, and then they run that. You know what I'm saying, man? That hurts. So hey, man, y'all done just wasted this whole little 8-play run we just put on for y'all. Hey, man, hey, the high step would have been crazy. You feel me? Bro, come on, man. He missed a prime opportunity. That was a once in a lifetime moment. The high step would have been wild, bro. They be playing that. That'd be a lasting college football highlight. Like that would be a part of Deion's college football highlight. That play would always be played when we talk about Deion Sanders at Buffalo. Even though they won that game, that play would show up, man. He'd be in the highlight package forever. But man, hey, he didn't have it in him, man. He couldn't rise to the occasion. He didn't rise to the occasion. What my dog say? Put the D in a bad position. They started midfield. Play calling is limited. No, they did. Well, yeah, okay. Well, if we talk about Colorado still, and I think I know what you're talking about. So there was a series. It was in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. There's a series in which Shadur gets sacked twice back to back. That's one thing we can say about Shadur, man. Sometimes he hasn't had great protection, but he does at times take bad sacks. And so he took 2 bad ones, man, right there back to back. He took a sack on the 4th down play, which is inexcusable, honestly. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Don't take a sack. Throw the ball, bro. Period. There's never a reason in my mind that you get sacked on the 4th down. We trust you. We give you the ball on 4th down. Throw the ball, bro. Period. Takes a sack there. They turn over the ball. And then also another series, like say he got sacked twice back to back. They have to punt from their own end zone. It's a weak ass punt. Punt maybe goes to midfield and Baylor starts. They started on the plus side of the field for sure. Now, kudos to the defense right there because they held. And then they force a field goal. And then Baylor missed the field goal. So you get bailed out. So that was terrible offense, bad special teams execution. That was a weak ass punt. You know what I'm saying? But then defense holds and they miss. I think it was like a 46-yard field goal Baylor missed. So that was crucial. That was crucial for sure. That definitely was. Man, that was a hell of a game, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was a hell of a game. I still can't believe, bro, that play that Travis Hunter made. Because we got to put, he's a corner, a slight built corner. You know what I'm saying? At that, he's not Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? He's not 6'2", 205, 6'2", 210. You know what I mean? He's not, no, man. 6'1", rail thin, just touched a buck 80. Like, man, that's a hell of a play. That was a hell of a play. All right, where we at? Oh, man, hey, look, man, it's 10:30, man. We're going to run through these NFL games. But, nah, that was a good-ass game, man. I'm telling you. I can't imagine being there. They stormed the field before they even confirmed the turnover. Thankfully, the play held. But, man, imagine if the play didn't hold. It was a touchdown by, inches are the difference in this game. And when they say football is a game in inches, that's what they mean. Running back going downhill in the B gap, trying to jump, diving into the end zone and get squared up and loses the church's money against a real thin cornerback. Man, you can't write it up. Exactly. In the running back, dog. That's what I'm saying. Downhill, goal line package. It's goal line drill. You know what I'm saying? The secondary don't even practice goal line drill. Miles, know what I'm talking about? Man, that's front seven work. Travis Hunter ain't never been in a goal line drill. It's goal line drill. Downhill, big gap goal line run from the 2-yard line. And we got our star receiver. Bruh, receiver made that play, Miles. He's a corner as well, but hell no. A receiver made that play. A receiver made that play. Come on, man. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Your number one receiver lined up in the box in goal line drill. He read his key. He shuffled, squared up, and delivered a strike on the ball against the other team's starting running back going downhill in the B gap. Bro. Yeah, you see? Never. We've never, ever will you see that. Imagine it being goal line and we tell Stephon Diggs, say, bruh, we need you to get in the box, strong side. You got the B gap. Boy, you got your rabbit ass mind, man. Hell no. Hell no. There's no one. I don't give a damn how physical we think the receiver is. Michael Irvin don't want no smoke in there, bruh. Hell no. Andre Johnson? I love me some Andre Johnson. He don't want no smoke in there. No. You're not gonna know what the first thing to do. No. Come on, man. Man, who's somebody Travis Hunter size, man? He's about 6 foot and change. Maybe he's 6'1". Let's call him 6'1", buck 80. Built like a muscular light pole. Come on, man. Real thin. He stands sideways in the dark. He disappeared. Boy, this big. Man, I'm telling you. I don't know if I'm going to see a better play all season. I don't know if I'm going to see a better play the rest of this year in college football. It's week 4. Because we got to understand the context of what that boy did, dog. And it wasn't second quarter. This is the game. The game is on the line right now. Man, that was crazy. I can't say enough about it, dog. I can't say it enough. I watched the highlight and replay of that thing probably 30 times last night, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I couldn't believe it every time I seen it. Because when I see the play, that's exactly how I think of it. Bro, I put Stephon Diggs in the box on goal line drill. Told him put his hat on the ball. Boy, you out your mind. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, Aqib Talib. I put Aqib Talib. Nah, man. Don't worry about the boundary. Bring your ass in the box. Strong side, B gap. Handle your business one-on-one with the running back, man, on the goal line. No way. You can't. We can't. It's never been asked of any DB, any receiver at any level of football ever. Ever. Period. The closest may be Jalen Ramsey, because at Florida State, he played like that star position, like nickel kind of money backer or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? That Florida State used to run back then. Derwin James ran that same position at Florida State. But Jalen is at the time, honestly, that's why people didn't know if Jalen was a corner or a safety coming into the league. Because he played the same position that Derwin James played at Florida State. You know what I mean? He had to Jalen Ramsey had to convince people that he was a corner when he was going to the league. We had to see him run his 40 before we was convinced he was a corner. My dog just popped in the building, man. Isaiah, what's the word, man? Man, exactly. That's exactly what I was just saying. That's exactly what I just said, bro. Jalen Ramsey and Derwin James at Florida State played like a star backer type of position. Now, here's the thing, though, Isaiah. How big are Jalen and Derwin? Derwin James, what? 6'2", 225? He's big now. 6'2", 220. Jalen 6'2", 210. You know what I'm saying? Both of those guys got safety builds. Stout safety builds. How big is Jesse Bates? Jesse Bates ain't as big as Jalen and Derwin. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they got very stout safety bodies. You know what I'm saying? So that's why even to play with Travis is still even more special. He doesn't have that size that they got to make that play. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's crazy, dog. It's crazy, man. I can't get over it. That play won that boy the Heisman right now. All he got, because everything else he's doing, he's balling. And this is the thing, too. As great as that play was, bro, he had 7 for $130 in that game. Also, his 7 for $130 is secondary because he had a hell of a game. If he only played one side of the ball, he'd have been a player of that game. On one side of the ball, he made the play of the game. If he only played corner, he made the play of the game as a one-side playing corner. If he only played offense, he was the best guy on the field. Well, not named Shadur, the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? But best guy on the field, 7 for $130. Did you see the ones he went and got? 2 40-yard catches in that game, I want to say. Something like that. Man, come on, man. It's nuts, dog. He said, but Travis is a dog. Pray that the right team drafts him, get some weight on him, let him flourish. Hey, here's the thing, Isaiah. Where are you playing him? Where are you playing? He's going top 5. I can't imagine a world in which Travis Hunter isn't a top 5 player in the draft. I can't imagine that. Who are the 5 guys you're going to tell me we're going to take ahead of him? So we know in the top 5, there's going to be 3 quarterbacks. That's just how it goes. It's going to be at least 2. But let's say there's 3 quarterbacks to go top 5. It's not 2 more people, bro. There's not 2 more 9 quarterbacks I'm taking before I take Travis Hunter. On either side. You know what I'm saying? Who else is in consideration? Will Johnson? Will Johnson's fantastic, though. Will Johnson's nice. Cornerback from Michigan. He had a pick 6 against USC just the other night. He's nice. He's cold. Great size. He's like 6'1", 6'2". You know what I mean? I think 190 pounds or so. He's got size similar to probably Jalen Ramsey. So, okay, maybe you take Will Johnson. You just want the best pure cover man in the draft. That's Will Johnson. I'll give you that. Who's next? Michigan's got a stud on the D-line. Kenneth Graham, I think his name. Big boy. Biggin. Monster. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch his film in this upcoming draft season. I know he's eating boys' lunch. He's a monster too. Maybe you need somebody in the D-line. All right, I'll give you Kenneth Graham. But man, I'm telling you, the pickings are slim. Because those 2 and Travis Hunter, the best 3 non-quarterbacks in the draft, if you're asking me. Luther Burden, I love Mr. Luther Burden. Shout out to the Mo. Shout out to Mizzou. I expect him to go top 10. I think he's in that mix for sure. He's somewhere, depending on who you ask or how you feel, he's a top 2, 3 receiver in the draft. And I think so. He's explosive, dynamic, good run after catch, good vision with the ball in his hands. Slot. That's the only thing. I don't necessarily think he's going to play outside much at all. I think he's definitely a slot, but he's a lead slot, like a vertical lead slot. You know what I mean? So, but man, I'm telling you, dog. Isaiah says he's going to be a receiver because he gets paid more. I mean, no, yeah, the money's definitely at receiver. But at the same time, what if he doesn't have say? Because the team that drafts him top 5 and says, "Hey man, we need a corner, bro." Well, let's say the Commanders. The Commanders are drafting top 5. You got Terry McLaurin already. You got Christian McCaffrey, little brother, who they like a lot. They let go of Jahan Dotson because they like Christian McCaffrey brother so much. And Jahan Dotson was just bumping heads in the room. But the Washington Commanders secondary is ass. They wasted the first round. Well, I don't want to say it's early, but Emmanuel Forbes been getting honey roasted since he got into the league. Washington drafts him and say, "Hey, bro, top 5. This top 5 money. You playing corner for me, big dog." Gus Bradley say, "Hey, man, no, I don't need no more receivers right now. I need a corner right now." You know what I'm saying? Like, what if that happens? You know what I mean? Like, what if that happens? He said Quinn, Banks from Texas, Will Johnson. You think Will Campbell from LSU? Man, that might be a little high on Will Campbell for LSU. No. I like Will Campbell. The other one, Emory Jones, is the other one. He's probably gonna play guard. Banks from Texas in your top 5. I don't know if I got him top 5 just yet. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Isaiah, I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. If bro, you ain't seen the D tackle from Michigan, bro. Go pull up some highlights of that D tackle from Michigan. He was a top 10 pick last year if he was eligible. The D line from Michigan, and I liked the D line from Michigan last year. I liked they D tackle that got drafted last year. He went to the Browns. I liked him a lot. Chris Jenkins Jr. I liked Chris Jenkins Jr. If Kenneth Graham could have came out last year, he'd have been the second guy behind Byron Murphy, because Byron Murphy was an animal. So I'd have probably still had Byron Murphy 1 for me, but right behind him would have been Kenneth Graham. And that man was every bit top. He's top half of the draft pick last year for sure. Kenneth Graham a monster, bro. I don't think Kenneth Graham gets out. Like I said, if 3 quarterbacks go in the top 5, which is probably going to happen, I think Shadur, Carson Beck. Yeah, probably Quinn. Yeah, probably Quinn. The injury's not thought to be serious. He'll be back. Texas is loaded. So I think they'll still finish strong, have a good year. But, man, I'm telling you, dog, it's slim pickings, man. If we talking about players better than Travis Hunter in this draft, it's slim pickings, dog. It's slim pickings. Quinn, Banks, Johnson, Beeman, Travis, yeah, that's not a bad 5 though. That's not a bad 5. Man, go look at is it Kenneth Graham or is it Mason Graham? The D tackle from Michigan. Check him out, bro. No, that's a monster. That boy's a real problem. That boy's a real life problem. Now you want to see Quinn. QB, 2 LTs, Will, and Travis. Okay, Mason. Yeah, there we go. Mason Graham. There we go. Who am I thinking of? Yeah, Mason Graham and there's a Kenneth somewhere, I guess. But yeah, no, he's nice. He's a top 5 player in the draft as well. If we talking 9 QBs, and I'm not even gonna say like in order, but just the 5 guys that come to mind right now: Travis Hunter, Will Johnson, Mason Graham. Ooh. Ashton Jeanty, running back from Boise? Shit. Shit. Boy, hey, Ashton Jeanty going in my top 5, bro. Running back. I don't give a damn. Ashton Jeanty, dog. And then I do like Will Campbell. LSU. I like Will Campbell. But I think Luther Burden got something, man. I do think that I don't necessarily think the only thing about it is I think he is gonna need to go to a place that's like gonna like allow him to do the things he does best. Like, I think his style of play is more reminiscent of like Deebo Samuel's than it is all right, let's just say Brandon Ayuk, just because them two are there, because that's a good dichotomy of like the receiver position. So I think he's more Debo than he is Ayuk, because Debo, if you don't know, if you're not Kyle Shanahan, if you don't have the right plan or vision or know or have a scheme that allows Debo to do the things he does best, putting the ball in his hands, making him more athlete than receiver at times. You know what I mean? So if you don't necessarily use him properly, Debo's not the same player in everybody's team. And I think Luther Burden has some of that in his game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean it in a bad way though. But I think he's got some of some of that in his game. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't want to get too off track. Josiah Stewart, bro, he's a load too, boy. He's like 6'2", 235. He's a load too. I seen man, it was my niece's birthday dinner last night. So I had to like follow a lot of games on my phone. Was out, you know what I'm saying, was with them along a lot of the time. But man, yeah, I had to follow some of these highlights. But boy, I seen him running through boys' chest. Dragging boys around. Oh yeah. Malachi Starks. Bro, he hit my radar 2 years ago. His freshman year. I think his freshman year, he had an interception against Oregon. I was looking at somebody else in Georgia secondary 2 years ago. Show. Because I remember, I'm pretty sure, was that 2 years? I want to say it was 2 years ago. I was watching Georgia film against Oregon, and he made an interception. I want to say it's on the left sideline. Man, yeah, and I want to say he was a freshman. So yeah, he nice as well. I said, look at Isaiah out here doing his homework. I respect it, bro. I dig it. Isaiah said, hey, man, he got some names. Yeah, man. Hey, man, we can talk, man. You know what's going on, baby. Hey, we can talk, man. You at the right place, big dog. Yeah, Starks a beast as well. I like him a lot as well. I'm not sold on. I mean, I don't want to say I'm not sold, but I don't know, man. I feel like I want to see a lot more for Carson Beck, man. I want to see. I don't know. I mean, I see the things that make him appealing. He's 6'4", roughly 230. He's got a strong arm. You know what I'm saying? He checks all the prototypical boxes. But I don't know, man. It's something different, man, when I just watch it there. It really is. Cam Ward balling too. I'm curious to see what the league thinks of Cam Ward. Because he's what, 6'6", 205-ish. You know what I mean? So he's smaller. He's Tyrod Taylor size. You know what I'm saying? But man, he's hooping. He's getting buckets. You know what I'm saying? And he get on my nerves a little bit. Y'all be seeing these highlights of Cam Ward, like telling the defense where the play is going. Like, man, hey man, be cool, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be sitting there pointing. Nah, it's coming right here. Oh yeah, you better get ready. It's coming right here. And then hand it off to the running back, and I gotta go deal with that. Hey man, chill, bro. Hey, chill. Call that shit out when it's a naked. Call your naked bootleg out. Don't call me out. Don't get nobody fired up on my behalf. I'll do my own firing up, man. Don't fire nobody up for me, dog. Golly. Now somebody trying to pop me because you've been talking crazy. Man, hey, chill out, man. But now I'm curious to see what the league thinks of Cam Ward, man. And honestly, I think him and Travis are the Heisman front runners, if you ask, or in my opinion, I guess. But yeah, Cam Ward down there balling, man. Yeah, he down there doing the thing. Caleb Downs, Travis Starks, Will Johnson. Yeah, that's a fact. Well, Caleb Downs is only a sophomore. He transferred from Alabama, and he transferred from Alabama to Ohio State, but he's just a sophomore. Okay, well, yeah, okay, in the next 3 years, yeah. No, he's another guy. He'll be top 10. What 2026 draft? Because yeah, the 2025 draft, the draft is coming up. Yeah, he'll go top 10 2026. Assuming he's healthy and everything stays, you know what I'm saying, as is for sure. No doubt. But yeah, I like Starks. That was a good pool. That was a good pool, man. I like Starks a lot. I'm not I mean, I've heard of I'm familiar with Banks, the tackle on Texas for sure. But I'm curious to see how him and Will Campbell tally up at the end of the year. Like when I really dive into the, you know what I'm saying, draft season, I'm curious to see where they stack up. Banks from Texas and Will Campbell from LSU. Yes, I can't wait to see how that stacks up as well. But yeah, man. All right, man. All right, we here. We're here, man. I gotta get into some of these games today, so we don't waste time. Cause you know what I'm saying. My Steelers are taking on Isaiah's Chargers here in about an hour and 10 minutes, and I will see every snap. Matter of fact, Isaiah, have your phone ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll probably be talking a little talk to you this Sunday morning, this Sunday early afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Have your phone ready. Oh man, see Isaiah know how to hit my sweet spot, man. You know I love talking scouting now, Isaiah. My dog Time in the building, man. Terrible time holding it down for them Texans, boy. What y'all gonna do today against Minnesota? I'm not gonna lie, that Minnesota Texas game was arguably game of the week material, man. I think it's gonna go down to the wire. We're gonna talk about it here soon. Hold on, let me see. He said I need to watch a game. Texas and Michigan, okay. Bay showdown. Texas. No, Texas O-line looked good against Alabama. Who's the right tackle? They right tackle last year. I liked him a lot, and I don't know why he didn't get drafted until the fifth or sixth round. The right tackle for Texas last year. Because now he had a damn good game against Alabama. Oh man, what's his name? I know that I definitely watched that game though. No, Texas O-line was pretty solid there against Alabama for sure. Because Will Campbell, yeah, I know I saw that game for sure. I watched that game for the right tackle for Texas, and then I had to watch it again on the other side, looking at Will Campbell and the other edge dude from Alabama that's across from Will Campbell. I didn't like him that much, or I wasn't like as big on him. But no, he balled for sure. He definitely balled for sure. He did. Or he had a good game, but he wasn't coming out, so I wasn't focused on him. But I know Texas O-line played well because the right tackle in that game played well as well. I can't think of his name. But yeah, he said he got weight issues. Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Isaiah? Are you talking about Banks or who you talking about? But all right, Sunday. Get into them real quick, man. We ain't gonna take too much time. Giants on the road at Cleveland. Cleveland should win this game 24-16. The Giants are in utter disarray. Cleveland, if nothing else, can play suffocating defense, especially if the offensive talent on the other side is relatively weak. I want to see what Malik Neighbors looks like in this game going up against a really good secondary from Cleveland. See if he gets some of that Denzel Ward work. Just see how he responds. See if Danny, I was finna call him Danny Dimes, but yeah, Danny Dimes it is, man. See if Danny Dimes can get on the ball. I don't expect Cleveland to have much to worry about unless Cleveland gets in their own way in this game, but expect them to roll 24-16 at the crib. I said the right tackle from last year. Well, now he had Christian Jones. Christian Jones. I liked Christian Jones, dog. I thought Christian Jones was so underrated. I thought he could have been a third round tackle, bro. He didn't go to the sixth. He was one. Yeah, he did go to the Cardinals. Cardinals had like my second favorite draft of any team last year. The Cardinals definitely were my top three of just favorite drafts. My Steelers had a great draft, honestly. And I hate this, because there's a natural inherent bias there. There's no secret. I'm a Steelers fan. But we had a phenomenal draft. The Cardinals had a terrific draft. I love the Cardinals draft. Darius Robinson right there in the first. I thought he was a great fit for that defense and what they want to do. He's injured. They got a couple of my favorite picks. Christian Jones, I think in the fifth or sixth round was one of my steals of the draft. I had 5 or 6 picks that were steals of the draft. Christian Jones in the sixth round was one. And they had another guy. There's another guy in the secondary that the Cardinals got in the middle rounds that I really liked as well. Man, if it comes to me, I'm gonna talk about it. But no, they had a hell of a draft. Yo, Christian Jones could play, bro. Christian Jones could play. He's not his. No, I didn't remember him necessarily having a weight issue, but he wasn't. He was a limited athlete. Like he wasn't overly athletic, but he was technically sound. You know what I'm saying? Like he just and I think he was like a 5th-year player, so he was already like 22, 23. So he was an older player, mature, and it showed. You know what I'm saying? Like I liked a lot of Christian Jones. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Chris, and I'll tell on myself. I liked Christian Jones' film better than I liked Tyler Guyton. Honestly, I was not a fan of Tyler Guyton at all. If you'd have told me you took Tyler Guyton in the 5th round, I'd be like, okay, I see it. He's got great size, great athleticism, raw as hell. You know what I'm saying? Tuna fresh out the water raw. You know what I mean? But man, I tell you what, I don't know what they're doing in the water. What's in the water down in Dallas, but and they definitely he made several jumps, leaps and bounds in his game just in one offseason, man. So kudos to the Cowboys. But yeah, moving on, man. Green Bay on the road in Tennessee. Malik Willis. I think Malik Willis is gonna make his second start. I don't know if it's been confirmed or not. I know there was talks that Jordan Love may even be able to come back for this game, but if not, it's Malik Willis going back, I guess, home against Tennessee. I hope he light their ass up. But I'm taking Green Bay on the road, Malik Willis or Jordan Love. But 21-17. Will Levis is just still he's definitely loose with the football. And the game plan that Matt LaFleur had in place for Malik Willis last week against the Colts was phenomenal coaching. Keep him in structure. He took, 2 measured shots that entire game, hit on both of them. He's 12 for 14 for like 150 yards. One of those was like a 40-yard pass at the right sideline. You know what I mean? Everything else right there in front of him, use his legs. The run game was definitely in front control. Josh Jacobs, 30 carries, $150. You know what I mean? So I think Matt LaFleur, like I said, man, he's showing his chops, man. Shout out to my dog Chop. Chop was a big Matt LaFleur fan. I gotta give my dog Chop his credit, man. But I was saying, like, I mean, yeah, he won a lot of games, but man, when you coaching AA, Ryan, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know. I need to see it. I need you to show me as you. But no, he's doing a great job, especially like I said, turning that Packers team around second half of last year, and then even seeing what he was able to do with Malik Willis, man, last week. That was impressive. Chicago at Indy. I guess I get a little bit of an upset here. I've got 2 young quarterbacks. I'm taking Chicago in that defense on the road. Anthony Richardson's playing ugly football, man. And I know week 1, we had the highlight throws in that Texans game. Especially that one throw was special, man. He stumbles, falls down, picks himself up, back foot, throws a 65-yard dart. Like, that's special. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a top 2 or 3 throw all year. It was week 1. So that's special. But he was bad the rest of that game. He only had 9 completions. He missed A.D. Mitchell on 2 huge throws. One of them would have been a touchdown. And then he played just ugly football in Green Bay. 3 interceptions. Terrible football, man. So he's just not seeing the field well. And like I said, man, I just don't know if that 1 or 2 splash plays we'll get from him. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough to cover up the mistakes. And Chicago's defense is balling. They playing damn good. Now, the offensive line for Chicago, horrible. That gives me a little pause in this one, but I think this may be the game finally. Anthony Richardson turning the ball over gives Chicago Bears and a young Caleb Williams enough chances to finally maybe get something going and get a drive. I see that's why I got 19. I think maybe 4 field goals, and then with an extra possession or 2 off of a turnover or bad play from Anthony Richardson gets the Bears the ball enough times that Caleb Williams finally gets his first touchdown. And that's going to be the difference in the game, man. 19-17 Chicago on the road. Hold on, I got another comment. Hold on, what's going on? Yeah, I see you now. Yeah, Cardinals still had the best draft. Yeah, no, they definitely did, bro. And somebody else too. They're my top 3. I can't remember who my third one was now, but Cardinals and Steelers were definitely my top 2. He said, and can't make the simple throws, but can make the spectacular plays that change your mind on him. Man, that's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is, dog. Like, he'll miss 6 5-yard outs. 5-yard out, 10-yard stop, 12-yard comeback. Man, spraying. You don't know where it's going. But with 3 dudes on his back, running for his life, you know what I'm saying? Off my back foot, wing it. Man, he'll put that whole 70 yards through a needle's eye, boy. We seen it. We seen it happen. He'll put his 70 yards on your nose with 3 dudes chasing him and somebody on his back. But man, tell him take 3 steps, hit this 8-yard stop, take 3 steps, take 1 hitch, and give me a 15-yard comeback. Man, nah, man. Close your eyes. You might as well close your eyes, man. You don't know where the ball's going. So, I mean, yeah, they got to figure out a way to harness that. They got to figure a way to harness that. Hey, Tom, man. Hey, to the fresh out the water, bro. Oh, I said that. Hey, dog. Hey, dog. I was like, man, hold on, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said Texas had a great draft. Man, y'all didn't have a lot of picks. What y'all have? Y'all didn't have a lot of picks. Y'all didn't pick to the 3rd round. No, y'all lost y'all 1st round pick for Diggs. Okay, so if Diggs is y'all, 1st round pick, you know what I mean? You get credit for Diggs. Man, y'all had 5 picks, didn't y'all? I'm trying to think which of those 5 picks I liked. Oh, man. Yeah, man. My bad. Yeah, that's pretty. Now that I can read it back, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, my bad. My bad about that one. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Matter of fact, terrible time in the building. Houston on the road at Minnesota. Man, Tom, I went back and forth on this game, dog. I'm giving the slight edge to Minnesota at the crib. I think if this game's in Texas, in Houston, I go the other way. Minnesota's playing damn good defense, dog. Sam Darnold is sipping from the rejuvenation fountain or whatever that. No, not the fountain. I don't know. Sam Darnold's finding his groove again, man. Justin Jefferson got nicked up in last week's game, but he's playing today. And when he's on the field, man, he's the best in the business. But I think the difference for me in this one, honestly, is that Minnesota defense. Brian Flores got them boys cooking. And we saw what Flores' defense just did to Kyle Shanahan and the Niners offense. Dismantle. And so now we get San Francisco Jr., you know what I'm saying? Because Bobby Slowick, D'Amico Ryans, they come from San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? It's the same game plan. Practice, it was the easiest week of practice the defense had. We had to change nothing. Same calls. We got the same calls, same checks. You know what I mean? Or it's similar enough. I mean, I'm talking a little tongue in cheek, but what I'm saying is, so he's got that same, the bones of that Houston offense definitely come from San Francisco, and this defense and Brian Flores, man, he's got a bead on with San Francisco and that scheme, that Shanahan scheme, what they like to do. So I think that's a huge advantage for him in this one, honestly. And it's at the crib, it's at home. They always play. The Vikings have always, for the last few years, they've always played pretty well at home in Minnesota anyway. So I think that could be the difference. And then also, man, Tom said y'all win by 2 scores. No, I don't know if y'all win by 2 scores on that defense. I think it's gonna go down to a wire. I got a 1-point game, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a pretty good. I think it's a damn good matchup. But this worries me though, man. Like Houston and y'all. No, CJ nice, but we still haven't seen, outside of Nico, I haven't seen what I want to see from Diggs and Tank Dell yet. Like, where they at, man? I mean, I know Diggs got in the paint twice in week 1. He got in the paint. He only had 30 yards. He had 33 yards. He got in the paint twice. But outside of Nico, man, the rest of the receiver room, they ain't arrived at the party just yet. Nico and CJ in there throwing back shots. Nico and CJ been in there grooving. They 2-3 shots in, bro. Like Diggs and Tank still somewhere. They in traffic. Uber late. They ain't got there yet. Dalton Schultz looked damn good last year when he came over from Dallas. Is he still on the team? Where's Dalton Schultz at? And Joe Mixon's out. Joe Mixon, who had, ball 30 for 150 week 1. Week 2, he gets injured, gets banged up. You know what I'm saying? And now he's out. So you down Joe Mixon on the road. Diggs and Tank Dell ain't showed up to the party just yet. And you got Brian Flores in that Vikings defense that are extremely comfortable defending that San Francisco scheme, man. I think it might just be too much to overcome. Dog. But if somebody's gonna rise above and get it done, it's CJ. I ain't gonna put it past him. I think CJ could definitely win this game. It's gonna take, if CJ wins this game the way I imagine it playing out, man, he put on one of them ones. Yeah, he put on one of them ones, man. It's a lot stacked up against him right now. No, man. Oh. Hey, man. No, man. It's how you say the words, man. Not throwing back shots. Not one word back shots. They're throwing back shots. There's a space between there, bro. It's a space. It wasn't back shots. It was back shots. It's a space right there. It's a space, bro. Come on, man. Y'all don't kill me like that, man. Hey, don't kill me like that. He said live on street. Hey, man. Hey, my bad, man. Man, don't do that to CJ, man. Y'all know CJ's a man of the Lord, man. CJ's a man of the Lord, dog. Don't do him like that. Hey, bet good. Hey, bet good, Tom. Come on, man. Bet good, dog. I ain't gonna run from you, dog. Bet good. 30 strong ones. Yeah, man. I got you. Hey, so Texas by 2 scores. All right, Tom. Hey, you on camera, Tom. Bet good. Texas by 2 scores, man. Tom said, bring the baby oil. Hey, man. Hey, hell no. Hell no. Nah. Next game. Yeah, what's next? I'm getting out of there. Yeah. No Diddy parties for me. I'm going home. See, the key to a Diddy party is you got to leave by 11:30. That's what they say. You got to leave by 11:30. What's the next game, man? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Philly on the road in New Orleans. I think this could be a good game as well. I'm taking New Orleans, though, man. Taking New Orleans 27-24. That offense is rolling. Alvin Kamara looks born again, or at least he did last week in Dallas. This Philly team, man, is talented, but they're inconsistent. And does anybody know the status of AJ Brown in this one? AJ Brown was a late scratch last week with his was it a quad or a hamstring? He was a late scratch last Monday in Atlanta. And I can't remember right now on the spot if his status for this game. But I think AJ Brown definitely, like, he's the difference maker, man. If AJ Brown plays Monday in Atlanta, I think they win that game. You know what I mean? Because now instead of throwing a ball in the flat to a wide open Saquon Barkley and he drops it, maybe now we throw that pass to AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I see. Okay, Tom said he out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. AJ Brown being out. Yeah. That I feel even better about taking New Orleans. Then I feel even better about taking New Orleans. I'm going 27-24. Philly's gonna. I think Philly's always gonna be competitive, but I don't trust. Somebody help me out, man. Sirianni. I don't trust Sirianni in high pressure situations. I don't trust him. I don't trust him late game. Like, I just don't trust Sirianni in the critical parts of the game. And then, honestly, with AJ Brown being out, Devontae Smith is a very nice 2, but he's a 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. If you're telling me, and it's in that New Orleans defense is balling too, man. They still got players, man. Demario Davis, I don't know if he's 25 or 45. Because he been playing like an animal for, it feels like 2 decades. And ain't slowing down, it don't look like. Balling. You know what I'm saying? So then that secondary, Tyrann Mathieu still balling. You know what I'm saying? Alontae Taylor had, 3 sacks last week? Or was that week 1? You know what I'm saying? And Paulson and Debo. I mean, they got some guys in that secondary. Lattimore, I believe he's not. I don't think he's injured yet. Lattimore back there. So I mean, yeah, they got players on that defense, and that offense is cooking with gas. So I'm taking New Orleans, man, at the crib, 27-24. Moving on. It's that time, Isaiah. Isaiah's Chargers on the road against my Steelers. My Steelers home opener. I'm taking the good guys, man. What y'all thought? Taking the good guys. I think this gonna be ugly football for a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all gonna turn this game on and turn it right back off. Not me. This gonna be 17-16. I got 2017, 2019, 17-16, hell, 15-12. This is gonna be that type of game, man. I want to see if J.K. Dobbins what J.K. Dobbins gonna do against our defense, though. That's gonna tell the game. We know Herbert. We know Herbert is banged up, man. He's got the ankle sprain. I think he's supposed to be a game time decision, but he's playing. I can't imagine he doesn't play. I don't imagine he doesn't play. So I imagine he plays. He's going to be, like I said, limited as far as mobility is concerned with his ankle. But the thing about it is, they haven't asked him to do any heavy lifting to this point in the season anyway. I think I saw a stat that said he's had like 63 pass attempts like thus far in the season. So Justin Herbert has probably had a game in which he's attempted damn near 60 passes. He's got 63 right now over 2. You know what I'm saying? So they're definitely Greg Roman. I've been struggling to say Greg Roman's name for 3 weeks now, talking on this show. I just keep having to call him the old coordinator from Baltimore. But Greg Roman went out to the West Coast and got real comfortable. Greg Roman went out to the West Coast, brought his luggage, and got real comfortable, boy, because they toting it. So I want to see what J.K. Dobbins does, man, against my Steelers defense. And then also, man, on the other side, I want to see what my pass rush does against that tackle tandem with the Chargers. Thus far in the season, man, they've got one of the better 1-2 punches at tackle. I'm talking about the Chargers. Rashawn Slater is a dog. I like a lot of Rashawn Slater. Rashawn Slater was my tackle 1 coming out in that draft when he came out. I had Rashawn Slater over. Was that Penei Sewell's draft? I had Rashawn Slater 1 in his draft, and I think I had Penei Sewell 2. If that was the same draft, they was my 1-2. I had Slater 1 though. I definitely did. So I'm a big Rashawn Slater fan. He's a beast. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he's healthy. And then Joe Alt, man, 2 weeks into the season, he's playing damn good ball, man. So definitely want to see that match. Those are the 2 matchups for sure. Can my edge guys get home against a hobbled Herbert in the critical points in the game? You know what I mean? Can that be the difference for our defense and getting y'all off the field? And then on the other side as well, J.K. Dobbins in that run game. Can they continue to just impose their will and just out physical and, you know what I mean, just run rush out over everybody they've been facing? J.K. Dobbins is averaging 10 yards a carry in real life. Not in your Madden Dynasty. In real life, J.K. Dobbins is averaging 10 yards a carry. That's crazy. That's wild. So yeah, we're gonna see what he do when he run up against some of them ones. We don't play that. We don't play that in Pittsburgh, man. For 50 years. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the problem with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all so young in the game, man. My dog D-Dot in the building. He know what's going on. Dot, man. Hey, let them boys know, man. We don't play that. You think you're gonna come into Pittsburgh and bully the bullies? You gonna come in here and tell us to strap our cheer straps up? Boy, you crazy as hell. Who you talking to? We don't play that, man. Hell no. He get $150 today. And he all pro. I don't care what he do for the rest of the season. He get $150 today on my Steelers, bro. I'll tell you, that $150 against us gonna be worth $300 against any other team he gonna play, boy. We don't play that. We don't play that in Pittsburgh. Hell no. We don't play that. No, bro. There's a few ways to beat us, but being out physical, that ain't one of them. Hell no. Y'all better find something to do. D-Dot said he's taking the good guys, man. 23-17. My dog Isaiah, what'd he say, man? He said he got 13-9 either way. Man, no, I feel you, dog. It's one of those games. It's definitely one of those games, bro. I think you called it too. It might be one touchdown in this game. A lot of field goals and one touchdown. And whoever's the one that gets that touchdown is probably the one to do it. I feel you. I do. I feel that. Yeah. I definitely feel that. Matter of fact, if you're a betting man or woman out there, take the under in this game. I don't even know what they assigned it. Take the under. Don't matter. Take the under on points scored. Take the over on rushing yards. If it's just total combined rushing yards or something like that, take the over on the rushing yards, take the under on score, whatever the points are. Who is it? What's going on? It said Justin Fields gonna run one in. Hey, from your lips to God's ears. Hell yeah. I need that. Go ahead and get in the paint one time, Justin. Go ahead and touch a little paint, Justin. First day at Acrisure in Pittsburgh. Let's go. Isaiah said both defenses are balling and the run games are moving the ball. Now, the defense are definitely playing well for sure. Now, one thing I will say, I think we're not even running the ball great, so to say. We've got talented backs, but we're not necessarily running the ball extremely well, per se. We're running well in spots, but now y'all run game is definitely superior. I mean, can't argue that at all. And neither of us are passing the ball well, but for us, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of penalties we got to clean up. But we've had a few explosive shots with George Pickens, but it still hasn't necessarily, got comfortable or found his groove just yet. But the good side about that on y'all side is that y'all struggling to pass the ball as well. And so, you got Ladd McConkey, rookie. You got Quentin Johnston, who is doing his best to save his career, man, because people was ready to run him out that building already. But he had 2 touchdowns last week. Was that week 1 or week 2? I think it was last week in Carolina. He had two touchdowns in Carolina. Didn't have a lot of yardage, but he touched paint. You know what I'm saying? So 2 touchdowns last week. I want to say against Carolina. But y'all passing game doesn't really scare me. We haven't seen, y'all be explosive in that manner. And then also Justin Herbert being injured on top of that. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, we were super familiar with Greg Roman. We've been spanking Greg Roman in that offense for 10 years now, man, in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So we know what's going on. PQ said he know what's up. You know what I'm saying? We know what time it is. Yeah, D-Dot said it's game. Yeah. It's time to go. He know what's going on. Isaiah said JK averaged 100 versus y'all. Did he played a game and a half? What you mean? How many games did he play, bro? A game and a half? I definitely remember one of the games he didn't finish. He definitely didn't finish one of the games. One of the games I'm thinking in my mind, I know he didn't finish. He played a game and a half. And I tell you what, if he touched 100, they lost. The Ravens are 1-8 against my Steelers. Over the last 3 years, the Ravens are 1-8 against my Steelers. So I don't know. If he touched 100 and they still got smoked, that works for me. Now, I ain't gonna lie. In this game, he might get a buck. He can't get 2. Because y'all ain't gonna do nothing but run the ball. Y'all gonna feed him. So he might get a buck. For me in this game, it's not necessarily keeping him under a certain amount of yards, but we got to keep his average down. So if he gets 100, it can't be on 12 carries. If he gets 100, it's got to be on 26 carries. You know what I'm saying? 3.2 a carry. I need 100 that way. You know what I'm saying? If he's gonna get his 100, he got to work for it. That's what I need. If he gets his 100, he better work for it. Because he was, man, I caught myself. Y'all been on me, so I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say because y'all was gonna spin it. But yeah, he been doing his thing. He been going crazy though. But I can't. It's got to be the volume has got to be there. It's got to be a volume 100. And if it's a volume 100 and we still able to limit or keep tabs on Justin Herbert in that passing game, the worst thing that could happen is they come out and throw the ball and we're just completely unprepared because, you know what I'm saying, because of just, you know what I mean? But I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine. Greg Roman, all the success, all the games they won, as competitive they are, they got him out of there because he couldn't figure out how to pass the ball down the field. So, but yeah, we'll see, man. I can't wait to see that one. Moving on, man. Carolina. Andy Dalton making his return to the starting lineup, man, against the Raiders at home. Raiders coming off a big upset on the road against the Ravens, and I think they keep rolling. They get it done. Cardinals are just, or excuse me, not Cardinals. Carolina and the Panthers just not a talented team at all. The Raiders, like I say, huge win last week in Baltimore on the road. That's a very impressive win. I think they get this done 24-13. Biggest thing from this is just seeing how that offense looks on the whole with Andy Dalton. I don't expect them to win a lot of games now that Andy Dalton's in or is the starter in place of Bryce Young. So I'm not expecting them to, just start running it up. But I do expect to see, and I hope to see, or I would want to see just that offense just appear to be competent. Be professional level. Because with Bryce Young in that offense for 2 weeks, it really looked like a college team trying to play professional football, at least offensively. It was terrible. And so now I expect them to at least look competent. You know what I mean? But I don't, like I say, even if it doesn't necessarily affect the win-loss column as much, but they should just look, and I just look for them to play competent offensive football. Just look like you belong. You know what I mean? Do that first. Then we'll start trying to win. But look like you belong. You know what I mean? But I expect the Raiders to roll 24-13 in this game right here. Moving on, man. Miami at Seattle. Seattle also replacement quarterback. I think what, is it Skylar Thompson? It's going to start. Am I tripping? I want to say Skylar Thompson is going to start in this game. Seattle at home. Geno's been playing good ball, man. And I haven't talked about him as much. We're still early in the season. He looked damn good in that game against the Patriots. Goes to overtime. They get the win. But, man, he threw some darts, man. And that Patriots defense isn't a slouch. I mean, now I say that, and they just got waxed by the Jets Thursday. But even still, man, that's a tough defense, and it's on the road, tough situation. And Geno was dealing. And so now Dolphins on the road. Skylar Thompson. They signed Snoop Huntley off of the Ravens practice squad. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just curious to see how this Miami offense looks, to see if they go try to make a splash. I think they have this game or maybe these next 2 games to see how viable this offense can be. Also, Tua's on IR for 4 weeks. And so they got 4 weeks to figure out what they're going to do about Tua. But depending on how this next month of the season goes and what shakes out with Tua, I'm just curious to see once we get around week 6, 7, 8 and that trade deadline starts closing in, if the Dolphins try to make any style of move. You know what I'm saying? At that time, how aggressive they want to be. Or if they still want to go, pick up a guy. Like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know why they I don't know if they did or didn't, but I would have thought you had to call Teddy B. He's right there in Miami. He right there at the crib. He just left the team. It's like, hey, Teddy, man, come on, man. Them kids understand, dog. We need you, man. Tell them kids, bring them kids with you on Sunday, man. Let them watch the game. Let them watch Coach do his thing, man. But yeah, I'm curious to just see what this offense looks like going forward. But I definitely expect Geno and them boys to get it done. My dog Miles knows what's going on. He knows what's going on, man. Big Geno. Cause he didn't write back though. Yeah. He ain't write back. He ain't wrote back yet. Big Geno, man. He definitely had them receivers clicking, man. DK had a big game. Jackson Smith and Jigba, I think had the best game to this point in his career, just year 2. But we didn't see what we wanted to see last year as a rookie for sure. Kind of a slow start, but he had a big game last week in that against the Patriots for sure. So yeah, man, big Geno on the boys. I expect them to get it done at home. That defense, Mike McDonald's defense there in Seattle, coming over from Baltimore. That defense, they've already improved vastly just from last year. It was a terrible Seahawks defense last year, and so they're still growing and building. Byron Murphy, like I said, I expect him to be an animal on the interior of that offensive line. Against that interior offensive line in Miami for Seattle. Boye Mafe got him going on the outside. Tariq Woolen, you know what I'm saying, and Spohn in that secondary. So they've got a lot of pieces there, man. And Mike McDonald has those boys flying around. Moving on, man. San Francisco on the road against the Rams. You know what? I don't know why I got this one so close, man. I got 27-22. The Rams are so beat up and injured that and they just coming off an ugly ass whipping to the Cardinals. Ain't no other way to put it, man. I don't know what else to tell. I don't know what to tell y'all. Got the ass beat on national TV. Ran up on. You know what I mean? It was terrible. So I don't even know. And now look at that. I think that 22 is too high. Maybe that was supposed to be 12. Maybe that was supposed to be 12. I don't know. But 27-22, San Francisco on the road. San Francisco's a little beat up as well. McCaffrey's still out. Is Kittle out in this one? I thought the Niners had another injury, another well-known injury designation in this one. I'm not sure, but it don't matter. Rams got nobody but Stafford back there. Cup's out. Puka's still out. Shit. That's it. That's what you had. That's what you had, San Francisco or Los Angeles. But I don't expect the Niners to have much trouble. Okay, yeah, Kittle is out. There we go. Shout out to my dog Josh, man. The nation in the building, man. Hey, we just talked about them boys, man. You just missed them boys talk. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Talk about the good guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on. We just broke down that game. But yeah, okay, yeah, Kittle is out. And Debo out. There you go, Miles. Yeah. I'm about to say, I know they have some big names out as well. Yeah, Kittle and Debo out. But honestly though, man, with just Niners, the Niners looking to rebound for sure after that tough loss against the Vikings. And honestly, I just still think my dog Chop, man, if he was here, he used to say, man, the Niners are a machine, a well-oiled machine. And I think that's true to a certain point. Jordan Mason has filled in admirably for Christian McCaffrey. Still, so he toting that thing, and he's getting busy doing this thing. So I still think they'll be viable there in the run game. This is the week that we need to see Brandon Ayuk finally find his groove and get back. You played around with my Steelers all off season, then took your ass back in the house. Didn't get no extra bread. You didn't get no more bread or nothing. You did all that whining, all that crying, all that stunting, and then went back and ate your vegetables like they told you to, bro. You didn't get another $1. All of that, you didn't get another $2, bro. So you didn't do nothing but waste everybody's time. So now it's time for you to show up, bro, because you ain't showed up. You ain't been yourself for these first 2 weeks. Now Debo and Kittle are out. You already down C-Mac. You just got them 30 M's. Show them boys why you should have got 34. Show them boys why you should have got 32. You know what I'm saying? This is it. It's time for you to step up, man. So I want to see what Purdy and Ayuk get cooking, man, with them being as limited as they're going to be in this game. And especially against a very winnable game against the Rams. That Rams defense, young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jared Verse is going to be a player. I like Jared Verse a lot. I wouldn't as high on Brandon Fisk, the D lineman from Florida State they took, but still, man, this is a very winnable game on the road for the Niners. And I honestly, if you're Matt Stafford, man, I don't even know, man. I don't even know where your head's at today. You know it's going to be an ugly one for you. Moving on, man. Detroit on the road to Arizona. I'm taking Arizona. Arizona looked damn good last week. Speaking of whooping the Rams' ass, here's Arizona at the crib. You get a struggling Detroit team. Detroit they don't have that same fire. They don't have that same spark. You know what I mean? The offense doesn't look as fluid. You know what I mean? And so I think they're in the midst of trying to, find a groove. I think what may be happening to Detroit is that, maybe there's only so many times you can keep going to that same well. They had 2 years ago, they hit the scene and kind of made waves. Then last year, they solidified that position. Like, nah, we for real. We running it right back. We here. And they made a good run. And now they came back this third time, and it don't quite hit the same. You know what I mean? Like, they got to figure something out, do something different, something. But something's just a little off with Detroit right now. Something's a little off with Detroit right now, man. And so I'm taking Arizona. Arizona's hot as hell. This is we're only 2 weeks into the season, but this is the start we saw Kyler and the Cardinals have. Was that 2 or 3 years ago when D-Hop first got there? And they came out the gates on fire. Started like 9-0. If y'all remember that? They went like 10-2 over the first. No, they went like 9-2 over the first 11 games, something like that. They started like 8 or 9-0. Like, I'm not saying that they're gonna go 8-9-0, but this is the feel of that team they had. Kyler is looking great, man. And Kyler is so polarizing because when he's on and dealing the way he has been these first 2 weeks, he's special. And we forget it, but then when it gets ugly, it's terrible. You know what I mean? And so we've seen both sides of him already this to this point in his career. He's still a young guy. But man, good Kyler right now. Good Kyler is dangerous. he's playing top 5 football right now. There's not many guys playing better than Kyler Murray. You argue with your mama. Hey, man, it is what it is. That was a fantastic performance against the Rams. You know what I mean? Fantastic. The throws he made, some of those throws he made in that game, Marvin Harrison Jr. made some excellent catches as well. But, man, I'm talking about, man, he phenomenal. Using his legs, timely. You know what I'm saying? Like, just appropriately. You know what I mean? Explosive. He's looking great. My dog Miles said, yeah, cards hot is a stretch. I mean, we only 3 games in. I'm saying like it. I'm saying like the way they looked. The week 1 they lost. That was an impressive game. They let a game get away from them on the road in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like they let that game get away. They were up 2 scores in that game. We forget. You know what I'm saying? Like they lost that game, but they played well. And then dominate the Rams. You know what I'm saying? So like they're playing well. They're not hot right now. They win this game, and the way I imagine they win it, after this week they'll be hot, Miles. They win this one, they hot. That's fair. You only got 1 win. You can't call you hot 1 dub. I see where you're going. Not to be premature in that way, but I think they're heating up. Like I said, this is a game. If you stack this win and you move the ball the way you did, you perform offensively the way you did against the Rams, you continue that in this game against one of the conference leaders, you know what I'm saying, in the Detroit Lions. So you stack this, an impressive offensive performance today on top of that performance for the Rams, and now you hot. How about that? How about that, man? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, but with Detroit kind of struggling to kind of find their groove, Arizona heating up, I think they can get this one done. Detroit just doesn't play the same on the road as they do at home anyway. So yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals, man, and maybe a minor upset. I didn't check the spread, but I imagine it's a minor upset. I'm going 27-24. Kyler and those Cardinals getting it done. Okay, there we go. Hey, my next. See, now you feel. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I feel you. Go ahead, keep me honest though. I ain't mad at you. Keep me honest. Moving on, man. Sunday night, Kansas City on the road, Atlanta. I know Miles is gonna say I'm hating, but I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm going Miami. I'm going with Atlanta at the crib in an upset, man. I'm going Atlanta with the upset. Hear me out, though, Miles. Let me explain what my thinking is. Patty's been a little frivolous with the ball. And honestly, it's nothing new. He's been a little loose with the ball, man. I feel like honestly, he's always been a little loose with the ball, realistically. All the interceptions don't hit the stat sheet. All of them don't hit the stat sheet. He's a little loose with the ball. And I think this is a game, the strength of this Atlanta defense is the secondary. Best safety tandem in the league. Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons, I think one or both of them get their hands on the ball today, in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I think Patty's got 3 interceptions at this point in the season? Does Patty got 3? How many interceptions Patty got, man? Is it 2 or 3? I want to say it's 3, dog. And he's had 1 or 2 get dropped to this point in the season. So he may have 2 that hit the books. He's had another 2 get dropped. Kelsey looking a little old, man. Kelsey legs look a little stiff. Either Kelsey's looking a little old or Taylor taking his legs away. He got to send her ass back on the road, something. Because Kelsey ain't, hey, man, Kelsey he ain't got the same juice. You know what I'm saying? Rashee Rice had an explosive in that game against the Bengals. He had an explosive up the sideline. I give him that. But now what? Is Worthy out? Is Worthy out in this game? Or am I tripping? Hey, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I see y'all in the chat. My fault. Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's got 3. He's got 3 that hit the books. And then Isaiah, boom. 2 versus the Bengals, it should be 4. Exactly, dog. And now you gonna be that loose with Jesse back there? With Jesse and Justin Simmons? Shit. Hey, man. Hey. Nah, bro. And on the road and Atlanta. Atlanta at the crib. With that secondary back there. Bates and Simmons. AJ Terrell, he's solid, but I think he can handle the Chiefs receiver core. He can handle Rashee Rice. You know what I'm saying? He can handle Rashee Rice. Then also, Miles, who's running the ball? Pacheco out. Y'all signed Kareem Hunt. He's not active this week. Who's the white dude they was handing the ball to at the end of the game last week? Was it? Excuse me. What's his name? Carson Steele? Was that his name? Carson Steele? I want to say something like that. He ain't it. He's the lead back. Or is P. Ryan gonna get is P. Ryan gonna get those touches? Because P. Ryan didn't get those touches at the end of the Bengals game. Why was Carson Steele getting those end of game touches? And he put the money on the floor. He dropped the church's money. You know what I'm saying? So he already dropped the ball a little bit. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little worried, man. I'm a little worried. My dog, Matt A said he gonna let you know he's gonna be in the building. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh, Sunday night too. Oh, that's gonna be live. Yeah, that's gonna be live, dog. That's gonna be live. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Carson Steele. Yeah, come on, man. Carson Steele sound like a porn star, and he fumbling the ball anyway. My dog Miles said he got a nugget for y'all. Man, say if you haven't started stealing your fantasy, you should. Man, I don't know, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Miles, you picked him up? Miles, did you pick him up? Yeah, did you? You better practice what you preach, bro. I want to see him in your lineup. Carson Steele. Tuh. What's in this thing, man? I thought I seen my dog. Oh, my dog Cooper Jones in the building, man. What's going on? What's the word, big dog? What's up, man? Said Kareem Hunt dropped his first touch ever, and he was one kick away from a 3-time Super Bowl champ. Well, also, don't forget, Miles, because I know what you're talking about, that Patriots game. You know what else he did in that Patriots game? He caught a middle field seam for a 60-yard touchdown to win that game against the Patriots. Yeah, I know that game. He ran. I don't even think it was a Texas route, like an angle route. I think he just ran a seam out the backfield and caught a 20-yard seam pass and then took it another 40 yards. It was like a 60-yard touchdown in that Patriots game. But nah, man, you ain't gonna sit there and tell me that Carson Steele is the next Kareem Hunt, man. Get out of there. Get out of there, bro. Get out of there, man. Hell no. Hey, moving on. This is the thing that pisses me off. Why does the NFL have 2 Monday night games? Why are we having competing Monday night games? This makes no sense. There's 2 Monday night games this week. I don't know why one of these bum-ass games ain't on Sunday, but here we are anyway. Jacksonville on the road at Buffalo. That could have been just a Monday night game right there. We don't need the next one. That's good enough. I'm taking Buffalo at the crib 28-20 to get this done. Trevor Lawrence for me, man. I wasn't as high on Trevor Lawrence as a lot of people even coming to the draft. Now, not to say that I'm right, because I had Zach Wilson number 1 in that draft. I had Trevor Lawrence too. I'll be honest. It is what it is, man. It happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all been here long enough that y'all seen them shows. Y'all know what's up anyway. I had Zach Wilson number 1 in that draft. I had Trevor Lawrence too, begrudgingly. You know what I mean? But anyway, for a guy that's getting paid, for a guy that just paid and signed, excuse me, let me say it again. For a guy that just got signed and is getting paid $55 million, I just don't feel like we're acknowledging just how mediocre his play is. Mediocre, man. Mediocre. I want to see more when I give you $55 million, dog. God, dog. I want to see you get Brian Thomas Jr. the ball. 2 catches for 70 yards last week or whatever he had, or was it 2 for 94? Or something like that. That's inexcusable. $55 million want to see you deliver the ball, dog. Godly. $55 million don't buy you what it used to. I guess. It don't buy you what it used to. Jeez Louise. But no, I'm taking Buffalo. Big Josh. Big Josh playing good ball too. James Cook looking good. this game isn't necessarily the game that's gonna force Josh's hand, in my opinion, because I'm still not overly confident in that Buffalo receiving room. But to this point in the season, with James Cook playing the way he is, Big Josh playing clean football, no turnovers yet, 2 weeks to the season, being, you know what I'm saying, rising above, being special, taking the game in his own hands when he has to, but doing it at a very measured pace. Josh is looking great right now. I don't expect them to have much trouble, like I said, with a mediocre Jacksonville team coming to the crib Monday night. Second Monday night football game. I don't know why this wasn't a Sunday 12 o'clock game that's just thrown in the shuffle. Anybody wanted to tune in special for this shit? Washington on the road at Cincinnati. See if the Bengals bounce back, get a dub. I expect them to 28-21 at the crib. Washington, Jaden Daniels, like I said, they're a young team, young growing team. See what they do here with the Bengals and Joe Burrow. I don't expect much. I expect the Bengals to get their first win. Yeah, they're 0-2. Get their first win of the season against Washington at the crib. Still looking for Burrow and Chase to get on the same page as well. I think I talked about it last week, but Jamar Chase not getting paid this offseason looks like it's derailing this early part of the season. For one, him and Joe aren't on the same page. Jamar Chase out there cussing out referees because he's getting tackled bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got 35 million reasons why I shouldn't get tackled right now. So I feel him. You know, I feel him for real. And you can tell every time Jamar Chase touches the ball and he's about to get tackled, he's thinking $35 million. This nigga, if I sprain an ankle, 35 mil. Gone. You know what I mean? So like he that's a lot on his mind, man. And it looks like he's playing with the weight of that, in my opinion. I feel like he's playing with the weight of that, man. And so curious to see how long it takes for them to find their groove. I think T. Higgins is back this game. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say T. Higgins is back in this one. And so if so, that's definitely a buoy to this team for sure. So we'll see what they look like there. But I think the Bengals get back on track. Like I said, this Washington secondary is weak. So this could be a good get-back game for the Bengals in this one for sure. Moving on, man. My game of the week. Game of the week, Baltimore on the road at Dallas. This feels like a must-win game for both these teams. Well, maybe not so much for Dallas. Baltimore cannot go down 0-3. If you're Baltimore, we cannot go down 0-3. And I think that's what happens, man. Both these teams need a little get back. Dallas at the crib got embarrassed last week by the Saints. Now, the Saints beating Dallas at the house was, I think they've lost one home game the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Maybe 1 or 2 home games, regular season. They've lost in the playoffs to the Niners twice, for sure. But regular season, I want to say the Cowboys are like 15-1 last 2 years or something like that. They've lost less. They haven't lost 5 home games in the last 3 years, I want to say. It's a very impressive win-loss record at home for Dallas. And just getting hit in the mouth the way they did last week against the Saints, I think they're up against it as well. I think this is they're not in as bad a shape, of course, as Baltimore, but Dallas has got to get this one as well. I think Dallas definitely needs this one as well, just for the sanity of their own team. They just gave Dak $60 million. Now, I'm not putting all last week's game on Dak. The Saints just came out and whooped that ass. I mean, that period. But Dak and CD definitely need to see them carry the day for sure. Dallas has got to find a second weapon, another weapon to pair with CD. But yet and still, man, Baltimore in that offense, I don't know. It still doesn't feel right. It still doesn't quite feel right just yet. And so on the road in Dallas, I definitely expect this to be an entertaining game. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think Lamar's definitely going to have his moments. I want to see what. Here's a big difference for me in this game as well. Baltimore's offensive line is poor right now. They're below the line, and so this could be a game in which the Saints' offensive line handled their business against Dallas last week. This is a get-back game for Dallas's front seven. Michael Parsons, Tank Lawrence. I expect them to find success and really wreck this game. This could be a Michael Parsons day in this game. This could really be a game where he has 7 pressures, 2 sacks, One of them a strip sack. Lamar will put the ball on the ground, especially, you know what I'm saying, when he's getting sacked. So I think Michael Parsons can really ruin this game if you're Baltimore. And then Baltimore also haven't shown the dedication, the want to, or the ability to just let Derrick Henry cook. Turn around, handle the ball 24 times. Let's just see what happens. That's what I want to see. Baltimore wins this game. I want Derrick Henry to have 24 touches. For however they turn out, however they look, I want them to touch the ball 24 times. I want 24 carries for Derrick Henry if Baltimore's going to win this game. And they haven't shown that they want to do that just yet. You know what I'm saying? They've still shown, nah, man, Lamar's going to get 80% of every offensive touch. Every offensive touch is going to go through Lamar Jackson for 80% of this game. You know what I'm saying? Which is good, but also can be not as good. You know what I'm saying? I want to see way more balance in this game, especially with Michael Parsons, one of the top 5 rushers in this league, against a subpar offensive line from Baltimore. Like, this is a game where we need balance. We need balance and control, and then let Lamar be special in spots. Don't ask Lamar to be Superman in the second quarter, and now he ain't got nothing left in the fourth. Nah, man, that ain't what I want to see. But anywho, I'm going with Dallas at home to get this done, 27-24. That's where I'm going with this one, man. That's where I'm going with this one. And then, you know what? Hey, and then that's it, man. That's it. That's all. That's the full slate. I wasn't sure we was going to make it, though, man. I know we got a little distracted. We talked a little college ball. You know what I'm saying? We had to talk a little Colorado, Buffalo. Little early scout preview. You know what I'm saying? Little Travis Hunter, little Mason Graham, little Will Campbell. You know what I mean? Who else we talk about? Little Malachi Starks. You know what I'm saying? We got into the college bag a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah hit me. See, Isaiah tried to soften me up. You know what I'm saying? You know I love draft season, dog. You know what I'm saying? He tried to take my mind off this Chargers ass whooping he's finna take here in about 15 minutes. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, hey, that's it. That's all, man. Y'all know what's going on. Appreciate all the love, support. Shout out to all the members that was in the building. Matter of fact, man, y'all know what's going on, man. Real quick. The fam band was definitely in the building this morning, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to my mom, my sister. Cuzzo was in the building as well. Appreciate y'all. Man, my dog D that was in this thing, man. He knows what's going on with the nation, big dog. We in this thing. We got T minus 15 minutes until the ass kicking commence, man. For sure. Who else was in this thing? Man, my dog Miles in the building. What's up to you, big dog? Enjoy yourself tonight. You know what I'm saying? He in Atlanta, gonna pull up on that Chiefs Atlanta Sunday night game. I know that's gonna be super live. So, man, yeah, enjoy yourself, man. Be safe, have fun. My dog Isaiah tapped in with me, big dog. Hey, man, bet still good. You know what I'm saying? Bet still good. You know what I'm saying? My Steelers get this one done. I'm gonna find a good one for you too, man. Yeah, I'm gonna find a good one for you for the bet. My dog Tom was in this thing as well. Shout out to terrible Tom, man, holding it down for the Texans. Tom, your bet good too. Tom, your bet good too now. 30 push-ups, Texans by 2 scores. We seen you on camera, boy. Bet good. I told you to bet good now. Don't back out. Tom will back out on a bet faster than you can blink. Hell no, you on camera. I'm going to pull the footage. I'm going to pull the beam footage on your ass, boy. 30 push-ups, Tom. Let's go. For sure. He said, PYT, Isaiah Likely or Jake Ferguson? Oh, man, my bad. I'm scrolling through, man. I didn't catch his comment, big dog. If you talking fantasy, Isaiah Likely against the Cowboys or Jake Ferguson versus the Ravens. Ooh. I'll go Likely because I think Likely looks like he's the second option in that Ravens offense. If you're still around, bro, I'll go Likely. I think Likely looks like he's the second option. He looks, honestly, I feel like he's getting a larger target share than Mark Andrews is right now. Mark Andrews coming back from a gruesome injury. But it feels like Likely is kind of more so I think he's getting a bigger target share to this point in the season. It's still young. And then the rest of that receiver room outside of Zay Flowers might as well be Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I think Likely is the pseudo number 2 for that Ravens offense, whereas I feel like Jake Ferguson is a extreme afterthought in that offense. So you've got CeeDee Lamb. You don't have a lot behind CeeDee Lamb, but they're still not – I still haven't seen the Cowboys making an emphasis to get Jake Ferguson the ball. So I'll go Isaiah Likely, bro. PYT. Pate? How do I say that? What's up, man? Welcome to you. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I hope you still here, man. I missed that comment earlier. My bad, dog. My bad. Then, man, who else is in this thing, man? My dog Cooper Jones came by, said what's up to you, boy, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all know what's going on. Look here. If I forgot to say your name, damn, my bad. But charge it to my head. Don't charge it to my heart. You know I'm thinking about you, big dog. No, I appreciate all love, support as always, man. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. You enjoy yourself. It's football Sunday. I'm gonna have an ice cold adult beverage in my hand here in about 10 minutes, man. I'm gonna sit down and get real comfortable. Cause y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna be real comfortable watching my boys put in some work. I hope y'all do the same. Y'all have fun and enjoy yourself. Until next week. Now, Wednesday. Tap back in with your dog, man. Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. Be there, be square. You know I ain't going nowhere. We're going to recap all today's action, where I was right, where I was wrong, where y'all was right, where y'all was wrong. We can talk about it all. But tap back in with your dog Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Until then, peace.